You see that? This is the first proper session on my brand new clean K1 World Cup Edition bike. This is my absolute dream bike, but before I could really take it out and push it to its maximum level, I had to do one thing, and that's put frame protectors on the bike. So this is the frame kit from Clean. It's just kind of a rubber and plastic piece that goes on the down tube and on the bottom of the chainstays. And yeah, this little adhesive just pulls off and you put it where it needs to be. On a carbon frame like this, the last thing you want is to have direct impact. And so this kind of distributes that impact so it doesn't ruin your frame right away. Now this kit costs like $70, and truthfully, I just wish it came with the bike or was an option when you bought the bike. It seems silly that you would spend $4,000 on a bike and not take care of it with a piece like this, but whatever. I'm happy that I've got this sorted, and now I'm gonna put it on the bike and we can finally ride this. All right, so this just has an adhesive on the back of it. I'm gonna peel this off, set it here, stick it down. So now that we have the frame protectors in place, I'm here at one of my favorite natural riding spots. And for a first ride, I'm starting at a natural location because on rocks and logs, you really have to get your wheel placement perfect. And so when I start riding this bike, I want to make sure that I'm dialing in exactly where those wheels are. Now the geometry might be a little bit different, the bike may handle a little bit, obviously it's a bit stiffer because of the frame material. And so I'm going to focus really hard on not doing the craziest stuff to warm up and get used to this bike, but really focusing in on wheel placement based things. And then, you know, there's some bigger logs here, we'll try that too.
You know what's kind of crazy about this bike is I've been riding it indoor at the shred spot quite a bit, and it feels a certain way, but now that I'm out on some natural terrain, it feels way different, and in a positive way. I feel like I have a lot more room to move around on the bike when I'm doing super technical stuff, and it just jumps up to back wheel and feels so confident there. It's just totally different feeling. Woo!
I decided to go to a few spots where I did my Jitsie unboxing video just to see how far I've progressed or how much easier stuff is on this bike. So there's a decent side hop here at the school and a couple of park spots I'm gonna hit. I just want to see how it feels on this bike because I remember sort of how it felt when I got that bike out here. Fair to say that the warm-up part of this ride is over. There were some big surprises that came through in that natural riding, that technical riding. My wheel placement felt way better than I expected it to, especially on a new bike. So I was happy for those surprises to come through. And now I'm in downtown Portland. I'm gonna ride some of my favorite street trial spots on my 20-inch bike. I'm curious to see how the 20-inch bike operates in those locations. Maybe some new lines will open up, maybe some will be impossible, but either way I'm excited to kind of scope them all out and see what we can do.
Those are the scariest crashes. I hate those. Ugh. Impressions from my first proper ride on this bike, extremely positive. There were some huge surprises today, especially on this terrain here. This natural stuff really just popped on the mod bike and I had such a good time. You know, anytime you ride a bike for the first time proper like this, there's different areas where maybe you're not as confident because you're still getting to know the bike. And so this video for me is a bit of a bookmark that I can come back to in 6 months and see how far I've progressed. If you want to see some of the videos I've made as bookmarks in the past, this is actually the Jitsie video and this is the Inspired video that I made.